We're here today to check out some more cricket.
But should we just call it like Cricket Tuesday or something like that?
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
It was repeating itself. Can we just see that?
It's so true, though.
Okay, well, first of all,
true.
Mitch Johnson, Brett Lee, MS Dhoni, with all that boring stuff out of the way, this is a very important, momentous occasion.
Hello, Boring Review Nation. Gabe.
Nick.
And we're here today recording a video for Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
Okay, we are still not synced, but to be honest, guys, we weren't synced. We were in the same house, okay? Forget about the lag. When we used to record in Nick's studio side by side, we're like the odd couple or whatever. There was like a 2-second delay from when I said something and Nick would pick up or vice versa. But you see us wearing our football apparel. He's got his USC hat. I got my Giant stuff off because the NFL draft just happened. And I need some cricket to pick me up because honestly, I may quit American football because my team is atrocious. I could run it better. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Let me ask you guys a question. Is it the same way in cricket as it is in football where we have this big draft and you draft players from certain places and then teams think that they're smarter than everybody else? They want to be smarter than the average bear and go and grab some nonchalant player you never heard of because they got a gut feeling about them and pass on the obvious selection. Let us know in the comments if your favorite cricket team has done something stupid like that makes you just want to poke your eye out.
It makes no sense because in football, you have a lot of first round picks that just don't work out. It just happens. But it's better to go with who is, the clear cut favorite for that position and have it not work out than trying to get Tom Brady in the first round and have it really not work out because then you look twice as dumb. The Chargers do it all the time. They didn't do it this year, which I was shocked. I'll never forget when they had Sean Merriman before he got in a lot of trouble and he was one of the top defensive players. They went out and they got a Larry English to go along with Sean Merriman. And Larry English, didn't have more than maybe 1 year in the league, and that was it. And he was a first-round pick. And everyone, when he was drafted, they're like, there was like 5 better guys than him. Why'd you go after him? It's just so frustrating. But we have been asked by our cricket viewers to check out some fielding. So we've been talking about it too. We want to do some fielding. So we are looking at best ever fielding, and this is particularly India versus Australia. This is obviously our Cricket Tuesday video for the week. Just to give a little update for our Cricket for Americans channel, it's still up and running, but we had an AB de Villiers video, the one that I knew was going to be a dangerous video. It got taken down. It gave us our first copyright strike, which is no laughing matter. We are going to do what we can to fight that, obviously, but you're not going to be able to find that video on there anymore. And it was a decision that we made to go for it, and it didn't work out too well. But we are hoping that this cricket video is a little more kind than that one was.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of things are getting claimed now. I think they just got a lot more time because they're home too. So they're putting those interns to work. Like, go find stuff for us to claim online. Scour through all the millions of videos on YouTube and let's see what we can get paid on because they need some revenue coming in too, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? Whatever, man. But
and the funny thing is we don't even make money on that channel yet. So we're not making any money off of it. We were just reacting to it, but I get it. Them's are the rules. Those are the risks that you take. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Before we do, don't forget Cricket Tuesday is a weekly thing. We have tons of videos from the past Cricket Tuesdays for you to sit down and check out if you're new. If you are new, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video, go give us a thumbs up and check out our other cricket videos. And more than likely, YouTube will just shoot you another one when this one's done. Go ahead and sit down and enjoy that one as well. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. Gabe, go ahead and give us the countdown.
All righty, brother. 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Woo!
That was good.
That was good. That was slick. On both ends. You got the fielder getting it to the keeper quickly, and the keeper able to hit the wickets. Yeah, see, they recognize how beautiful that was. They're all giving him the love. I like when the whole team comes together and they all celebrate together.
Oh,
Not even
wow.
close.
Wow, that's...
And that was MS Dhoni.
He was out by a lot.
Yeah, not even close. Aaron Finch, I know that name from the test show. Man, that guy had a head start too on the partners there. Still got out. The 9 in blue.
You know, there's an old adage in baseball, you cannot run the ball. That's a perfect example. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't think there was any way he was going to be out. But that ball gets there in a blink of an eye, man.
I'm not sure what the feet distance is between the two stumps, but it's not that far. So you think I definitely got this, but nope. Oh, yeah, and he went the far end, too. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that's smart. Which runner's closer? The far end, that's the batsman. He's got a few seconds behind him where he's got to run towards it. That was slick. I know it's a 5-minute video, but I would like to know, like, how many overs later are all these different outs happening, or are these just happening so quickly next to each other? Yeah, his foot is past the line. Yeah, he didn't touch. Do you touch the floor, or do your foot just past that area?
Wow.
If you don't have to touch if you have to touch the floor, then he's out. Yeah, he was past that line.
That is out yet. That is super quick.
Bam.
Fast-paced cricket. I love it.
Oh, he just threw it at those stumps. Nice. I would be so mad that's how I got out, because you're telling me he was able to throw that well where he just threw it and it hit the stumps? Give me a break.
And you notice he panicked his feet to get set before he threw it. That guy's got a cannon for an arm because that was on a line.
Yeah, I guess he figured, let's make this a quality throw. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to like how Australia went all out on that slide.
You know when you got him out.
Oh, there you go. This is the 19th over. Oh, no.
What that? Wow, that was a bad gaff right there.
See, I want to know, did the other runner, did the partner, the batsman, did he think that the ball would not picked up yet? He must have lost where the ball was and kind of just went for it.
Thank you. Even the announcer said that's unexcusable. Look, right there, you got to look and say, no, he's there already. What are you doing?
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, that's inexcusable.
I mean, it's still close, but you're already lost so many outs. Why would you risk it?
I think only because it's the 19th over of the T20 match. You got 2 more balls after this one. You're going to be a little more aggressive, I guess, but then you take away the chances of 2 balls where you might be able to get a 4 or a 6 out of it.
Exactly.
All right, so I got obviously a few thoughts on this one. Two in particular to start off with. First
Did
of
he
all,
say out after 131 runs? That's all?
but still, but in a so this is one of my thoughts. In a T20 match, you only have 20 overs. All right.
Right.
It's not going to happen too often where you're going to be able to get all 10 wickets in those 20 overs. It's just a lot of these matches that I see scores of and whatnot. You're talking about like, over 180 runs, 200 runs on just 2 or 3 wickets.
Right.
India was able to get Australia out by wicket, not by the over. I mean, I can't imagine how many times that happens. It's got to be in the 10 or 20% range, maybe even less than that. So that's pretty impressive. The other thing is it shows in this video, as we have backgrounds in other sports as fans, that momentum is a unilateral thing in all of sports. And when you have the momentum on the defensive side, where you have these people, and it's not the bowlers. Like in the Test documentary series, there's some games where Australia is trying to find their footing, and they are getting out by these bowlers, and how they're getting out by wickets. It's not by defense. This is the momentum of defense, where these guys are hitting it. They're not getting out by the wickets, but they are getting out by amazing fielding. And how often is that going to happen? Now I see why this video is focusing on one game, because it's even more rare. But it's cool to see that momentum is everywhere. And when you're on the wrong side of momentum, you're just like, how can we stop the bleeding?
So, here's the thing. The only people that don't understand momentum are people who've never actually played a sport. Because I can tell you momentum absolutely exists, okay? Whether it's in baseball, whether it's in basketball, whether it's in football, sports that I know personally, baseball and boxing. Yes, momentum absolutely exists. And in baseball, for instance, okay? If one person makes an error, okay, let's say a ball's hit at them and they boot it, every fielder in their mind is like, oh my God, I don't want the ball hit at me. They start panicking. I mean, you just don't want it. Where as long as you make those routine plays and keep making them, everybody does. But it's like it's contagious. Once one person makes an error, everybody starts booting the ball. And it's the same thing. Once one person gets a great hit, the next person comes up and gets a great hit. Momentum exists, in boxing. I saw a fight not too long ago. It was Wilder versus the British. Fury, yeah. And Wilder at first came out. He's throwing a whole bunch of punches, and there was a whole bunch of people. Oh, Wilder. And after like the second or third round, Fury's just worn him out with this long jab, and this gypsy lit him up all night long. Bro dropped him like 3-4 times. It was over. You could just see the momentum in that fight, where in the first time they fought, the momentum wasn't there. It was more of an even match. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. And it was, again, you see it's a real thing. And come on. Just that one out, and I even said it before the announcer said it. No, the Australians got themselves out there that one time, and that happens. You start pressing because you are nervous, and man, you just make a bad choice. You're forced into making a bad choice by how well the opposition is playing. We got to see MS Dhoni, one of the greats, okay, how quick his hands are. I mean, like I said, the guy was out by a mile, but the one was so quick where he barely got his foot back down. That was I couldn't have gotten him out. I mean, I didn't even think, I wouldn't have even thought to go for the stumps. I never saw him move his foot. I didn't know he was out. I mean, yeah. That was cool.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to mention the same thing. I have learned by watching cricket a little more and more that the keeper is not always just in the same position, the same distance from the stumps. And it depends on how that bowler is going to deliver it, to where they want to take a few steps back so that they can catch that ball, or they want to be right up to the wickets. And so it's more of an aggressive style to be right up to the wickets. If this microphone is the wickets and you're right there when the bowler is bowling it, you have, and if the batsman is over the line like he was for that split second, you have that same amount of time, that split second, to catch the ball, which I can't imagine how hard it is, because you have these 3 sticks in your way that can, break up your line of sight, to catch the ball as it bounces and then hit the wickets real quick. That is some impressive wicket keeping skills by MS Dhoni. And, it's something that can be taken for granted too much because he's already closer, which I imagine will make it more difficult to catch it. Obviously, he knows how to do it, and he's done it before, but just to catch it and hit it is super impressive. So I'm right with you. It's really cool to see fielding because that's something that is the least sexy of sports areas, I guess you want to say it.
Right.
But if you don't have it, your team has no chance. In football, it's so evident because it's called defense. In baseball, their defense is the fielding like cricket is, and your fielding is not going to win you any games, but man, can it lose you some games.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I mean? You want to talk about defense, go ahead and have a shoddy defense in a 1-0 game or in a 0-0 game. You know what I mean? And see how important that defense is for everybody to be able to come up. And my Yankees, that's one of the places they struggle because they get these huge offensive players, but like literally, we've got one legit outfielder in our entire team because none of those guys, when you're 6'7", 250 pounds, you got no business in the outfield. Aaron Judge, he should be exactly either a first baseman or a DH, but we've got a first baseman.
Are you thinking of Brett Gardner as far as your defensive outfielder?
He's the only one, bro. All those other guys, they're big, lumbering home run hitters. They can't really cover a lot of ground, even though Aaron Judge does make some great catches because he's so tall. He robs home runs, but he's always hurt. Why? Because you're not supposed to be diving when you're almost 7 foot. What is he? 6'7", 6'8", 250 pounds. You know what I mean? Like it's not conducive to staying healthy. In any event, one of the cool things though that this video showed as well was how when the guy was bowling, right? When I forgot who it was it Raul, something like that. Like you were talking about, the defense sets up, and sometimes they were further, sometimes they were back. So there must be some communication between the catcher the wicketkeeper and the bowler as to what bowl is coming, so they know if it's gonna be a Yorker, then I better play it a little bit back. I'm not sure where this ball is gonna go if I'm going straight for the stumps. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But also the fielders, because if the fielders were all playing back, there's no way they can get to those balls that quickly to be able to get it out. So the way the communication was working, and that truly makes it a team sport. Now, to me, the best play though was the one where the guy grabbed it, panicked his feet, and then threw the guy out, knocking the wickets down. There, he didn't rely on the wicket keeper, MS Dhoni, whoever, to grab the ball and then knock out the wickets. He did it himself, just targeting those stumps, and that's hard to do because those stumps. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a 3 feet, right? It's basically a 3 foot area.
Tall, you mean?
No. How wide they are?
Oh, I think it's shorter than 3 feet. I think it might be less than a foot wide.
So maybe less than a foot wide. So think about that. You're trying to knock these down on a moving target while you're moving yourself, trying to beat a guy that's running over there. That was a hard throw to make, and I thought it was a really fast throw. He had a strong arm, and I love it. I mean, that guy could probably be a bowler. Again, I'm not sure if he is a bowler on the team. I know that a lot of times there's multiple bowlers on the team.
Right.
So one of those, because that was an impressive throw. So an impressive arm right there.
Yeah, it was an impressive throw. While you were talking, I was thinking, well, first of all, it's the captain that positions all those players. So that captain, I'm not sure who the captain of the team was. Maybe MS Dhoni at that time did a great job positioning them. But the thing that I just realized right now is when the one guy caught it in the field and he threw it to the farther end of the wickets, that has to be the bowler that's making that play, right? That's catching and hitting the wickets, right? Correct? So,
I'm assuming, yeah.
It's impressive because, again, my baseball brain thinks, pitchers, they are great people, but they're not always the best athletes. And so it's cool to see that bowler, he's in position, he's ready to get his job done, and he finishes up that out by hitting the wickets with the ball. That was really cool. It built a lot more respect in my mind on how the fielders are so important, and how, a cricketer is not just a batsman. He's not, like you're talking about the Yankees, is not just a pitcher, is not just a fielder, but they have to be all three. And with these international teams, I mean, you've got to be the best of the best of the best to be able to hold your own. Right. So, it's whenever cricket gets back on, I'm excited to watch some live games, but until then, I need to start watching some other games besides on Hotstar so I can really get a true appreciation without knowing the outcome. But if you liked our video, if you want more cricket as always, let us know in the comment section. Go ahead and give us that thumbs up. And don't forget to come back for some more cricket videos. We appreciate all of our viewers, and we hope you're all staying safe out there. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.